This is just two guys talking that love this art called wrestling. Don't you agree?
Yeah, two guys, normal dudes,
Just normal guys, that's all it is.
two guys who love wrestling but may be at odds with one another.
Well, I don't know if I'm at odds with you, but I think that at the end of the day, we do this for the love and we love each other. Because if we didn't love each other, we wouldn't do 25 episodes. Happy 25th episode to the star. Can I just say that?
25.
25
25.
to 5.
I wish that episode 25 would be under, well, at least for me, happier circumstances. Because
Some songs are
25 is a synonymous number. I think of WrestleMania 25.
oh yeah, that's me what I thought of too. WrestleMania 25, a legendary WrestleMania, probably one of the best. They always talk about the main event being one of the best main events of all time, right?
Yeah, except, well, the match you're thinking about was not the main event.
Huh.
It came on like fourth or fifth or something like that.
Oh yeah, the main event was what was it? It was like Triple H and Randy Orton, wasn't it?
Well, I'll give you credit because most people don't remember what the main event is because they assume that the best match was the main event, and that was not the case.
Yeah, that is very true, bro. That is very true. And even for this WrestleMania, and you know what? I'm going to show you Flex Henry today because I truly think that at the end of the day, you said that the best match should be the main event, correct?
That is correct.
I would say that is true, especially for this one too. But I kind of like the match before the main event because the match before the main event, it got me something. You know, it got me this right here. And you know what? Let me just do something real quick because I don't want this moment to ever not be shown in its entirety. Because you are truly a star. You know that, right?
I don't know if I'm necessarily believing all the hype today.
Look, you not believing yourself and other people not believing in me. Because y'all didn't believe in me. You didn't believe in the flex. You didn't believe that the flex Henry could pick a WrestleMania card and hold this icon ring. You didn't believe it. None of y'all believed it. And don't go back and say, well, you did a good job, Flex, and this, that, and the third. I don't want to hear your applause. I don't want to hear your admiration. I don't want to hear jack. The Star was a great champion. He was a great 4TL champion. And I will hold this ring with the past relevance that the Star held it with. He showed this. He gave this the relevance it needed. But I am giving it the respect and the admiration and the, dare I say, global impact that it deserves. So I would like to welcome all of y'all to the Hall of Ring. This is my moment. I'm not sharing it with none of y'all because you don't deserve it. You're a bunch of haters, doubters, naysayers. I'm taking all comers. But guess what? They can only come into my domain and rock out with this if they beat me with this. Because I'll be the most dominant icon ring wearer of all time. And with that being said, I got a special guest that wants to make his appearance on the 4TL of Wrestling. Big Tony Mosberg, how you doing, man?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Flex, what's up? Stardust, what's going on, man?
What a shock.
Can you say hello to our guest, sir?
What a surprise. Is he wearing a 4TL cap, Flex?
Unfortunately, no, I'm not. But trust me, when I see that hat again, I will be wearing it.
I mean, look, you can try to take the hat. I got the ring now because, you know, your boy, he got the WrestleMania predictions right. So the ring ain't going nowhere. The hat ain't going nowhere because it's Flex Henry and I'm the world's smartest man.
Well, it's interesting because I have yet to turn my video on. No, it's not because I got a egg-sized bump on my forehead like Liv Morgan or Roxanne. No, I didn't get my eyes shut like Cody Rhodes. But I feel like all of them. So typically I'm dressed in 4TL apparel, at least wrestling attire. But because you have possession of the one thing that I have held since its inception, and I will get it back. But for right now, I'm grieving. This is how I feel. I feel like I submitted. I feel like I got choked out and I was lifeless. So I am dressed for my own funeral.
Big Tony, real quick, I got to make sure that Star knows that I love him. I do love him.
I don't need to hear this. I really don't.
But he knew.
I don't need to hear this.
But you're going to listen to it.
This is a wrestling podcast. So if you want to talk about wrestling, we should get started. And we should also not waste our guests' time. How about that?
So if we do, what you think we're going to do?
Trouble, that's me.
We're going to be in trouble or something? I mean, look. Big Tony Mosberg, welcome to the 4TL Wrestling podcast, where we just talk about wrestling because we love this art known as wrestling. How are you doing today, sir?
I can't complain. All is great in the world, and the world is all mine for the taking.
I hear you, and I understand it. So, I had a question for you, Tony Mosberg, real quick. How did you fall in love with wrestling?
All right, how did I fall in love with wrestling? I was kind of born into the business. I know a lot of people say that, but like I was really born into the business. As early as a child, I just remember Saturday nights being at the Civic Center, watching Saturday Night Main Event, or WCW Saturday Night. I remember going to house shows here and there, and I'm from Ben Hill, so I used to play hoop. I used to hoop, football, everything, baseball at Ben Hill. So, you know, in between games, we were at Abdullah the Butcher. So while we were at Abdullah the Butcher, shout out to Abdullah the Butcher, probably the best barbecue, some would say, between there and JJ's Rib Shack in the city. And what was so cool about Abdullah's restaurant is when you go in there, he has pictures. Like you would see pictures everywhere of just wrestlers. And if Abdullah happened to be there and you wanted to know about a wrestler, he'll tell you the story about either with him and Antonio Inoki in Japan, or he'll talk about the story about him and Sting at their pay-per-view when he was in a cage and ripped out the cage. He'll give you stories about how he got the spikes and the scars on his head. It's just like if you were a wrestling fan and you're getting that from him at an impressionable age, on top of that, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, you can't help but to fall in love with it. Right? So that added on with me being a third generation wrestler is just kind of like, okay, so I've just been here ready to do this. I finally went out on a limb. I'm making the money that I want to make. I'm having the career that I want right now. Okay, let me go ahead and get into the business myself and just go ahead and fulfill this third generation prophecy and get ready for the fourth generation, just so that there's no gaps and everybody knows we at the Chavis dynasty is 4 generations deep now.
Wow.
I love it.
You were really born into it for real.
Yeah.
I guess there was no escaping it. Well, this is typically not my first question, but in lieu of recent events, there's someone by the name of Rob Parker who seemed to be completely surprised that grown men still watch professional wrestling. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to set up a situation where you're calling out an individual specifically, but to those who just don't get it, what would you say if someone didn't even know that you wrestled, but just passively they're like, man, I can't believe people still watch that wrestling stuff?
You'd be like, I can't believe people still watch movies. What's the difference?
Hey, sometimes it's the one-liners that's all you need.
Agreed. So you are self-proclaimed, and I'm guessing APW also proclaims you as the face of APW.
Yeah, I don't proclaim that. They proclaim that.
Okay.
So
So being the face, what comes with being the face of APW in your
being the face comes with it is being QB1. Whenever I get in the locker room, hey, Tony's here. Hey, what's going on, everybody? What we got? Who's working who? Anything y'all need to help me out with, or I need y'all to help. Running back, you need me to help you out with? I got you if you're worth it. Other than that, swim, baby, swim. Especially if I don't know you. Swim, baby, swim. Let's figure out what you can do. Making sure I'm there for the entire locker room in a capacity where they can be successful with their matches. That's what the face looks like. Taking on interviews and promoting the shows, as in the 13th of June, we're having BeltlineMania at the Blue Room in Statesboro, Georgia. So
love it. You know who you will be taking on at Statesboro, or is it any comers come and get some?
No, actually, I am not there. I'm gonna be there in a capacity just to commentate my next show. Yeah, I'm only commentating on some. BeltlineMania is strictly for the women.
Okay, gotcha.
I think we have like 2 male matches there, but this is strictly for the women. So I'm there to support the female locker room of APW, which I swear, Bart, you seen yourself, Flex. We have some heavy hitters, and I'll be the first person to tell you I'm a major fan of the women's locker room at APW. We have some really special talent out there.
Agreed. I definitely see it with my own eyes.
So, and that, I think we can start off the list. Like we had a banger match between Cameron Cash and Last Call Kelsey at Tiger Mania, and pretty much blew the roof off the house. So like you're gonna see more of that with more women. I think Robin Renegade is gonna be at this next show. Last Call Kelsey is gonna be there. I'm not sure Hyena Hera. They're still working the card out, but yeah, you can definitely expect to see these women. And when I say that some of the best in the state of Georgia, probably even some in the country, are going to be in Statesboro, Georgia, you might want to get your ticket. And then we're going to also have a special guest music show after the matches. So definitely get your tickets. It's going to be a banger. I can guarantee it. Anything else that you can possibly think that you're going to see as far as women wrestling, I promise you, if you go there and you have any kind of skepticism towards it, these women are going to knock it out the park and change your mind completely.
Yeah. Hyena Hera, Robin Renegade, all that.
Now, just since you say QB1, I know sometimes, you have different people, different qualities, different traits. Is that something that's natural to you, or is that something you had to learn how to fill that role?
Well, shoot wise, no. This is just a natural thing that I do. Shoot wise, I've been in management and just working with people my entire career. So normally, if you would meet me in a shoot situation, I'm probably the first person you're going to meet for any company and get you acclimated to the company that you're going to be working with. So just talking to people, just being naturally on the mic, being able to just get into a room and immediately grab everybody's attention from the time I step in to the time I leave. It's just kind of like a cakewalk at this point.
Okay. Well, what's the toughest lesson you have learned so far about the wrestling business? And that could be from, again, like you said, you being born into it, but now you being in it for real, for real. What's the toughest lesson that you've learned, whether it's behind the scenes or even like in the ring?
Pay attention to the promoters. Pay attention to the promoters. You can tell how good or bad a company is by the person that's running it. So always be on the lookout. I'm not gonna go and like try to shoot on anybody because I don't have problems with promotions. Like if you worked with me, you've enjoyed yourself with me. That's the reason why they call me the face of APW. You love me in the locker room. I was trained at Deep South Wrestling. I don't have any problems with Deep South. Deep South, I love Nick Patrick to death. That's one of my all-time favorite people on the planet. He knows I got his back for anything. And these are just places like I just go and also support. So I'll go and support other companies knowing that I'm not on the card, but I'll be there to help break down rings and stuff. But at the same time, just show love and pay because, wrestlers got to eat. So it's all love.
I love that. I do. I love the fact that, you kind of follow the same blueprint that we want to follow, which is we just want to help out the business in whatever way we can. We want to expose people to what the South got to say, what Atlanta got to say, because like you said, you're a third generation superstar and you're going to continue the generations on and on. So we appreciate you to be on here, just even kicking it with us. But I will say that I'm not really feeling the fact that you still talking about my hat, because I know we talked about it earlier, but like you're not gonna get that hat, bro. We taking glasses off?
Flex. All right, so Flex, between me and you,
yes,
just me and you talking right now. All right,
yes, it's me and you.
My eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you know what?
Please say there you go. Go Dwayne Wayne. There you go. Great. I just want you to know, personally, from the big shot, Tony Mossberg, you got one or two choices. Either you're gonna be a hero and give me that hat, or you're gonna practice falling and I'm gonna take it from you.
Okay. So I like the third option. The third option is you step up to the plate. And when you step up to the plate, you better hit it out the park. You better make that pitch count. Because if you, for whatever reason, hit a foul ball, catching it, I'm leaving, you're never seeing me again. Hat's gone forever. So you better make sure next time you see me that hat is in your hands. Because if it ain't in your hands, that's your one shot.
All right, so let's do this. Do you remember there's a SummerSlam like way back in the day where there was this ladder match where there was Razor Ramon and a young Shawn Michaels who competed for 2 Intercontinental Championships. Don't be surprised if there's another pink 4TL hat walking around here until I get the one that you got on your head.
Oh. So we false flagging now. So we not going authentic. We doing artificial now.
Oh no, I'm gonna end up with both. as Razor Ramon was holding both, I will be holding both, standing on top of my perch.
Okay. You know what, Star? Give me 1 second. You entertain Mr.
Take
Tony
take
Mossberg,
take
and I'll
take
be
all
right
the
back.
take all the time you need. Oh my goodness. You know, I'm the one that's supposed to be talking recklessly, but ever since this man won the 4TL Icon ring, he has completely lost his mind. He is talking real crazy for someone who definitely is going to have me take his bumps for him.
All right, so clue me in. How many matches did he actually pick correctly?
Out of the 13, honestly, once I got more incorrect, I didn't even count. I didn't even care anymore. But it was definitely more than half for sure.
Okay.
He might have gotten 3 wrong the entire weekend.
You know what? I might just take the extra part of that 4 that's missing and bring that line down so it can be ATL representing above the law.
Oh,
Oh my god.
So shout out to the rest of my crew at Above the Law. BK Bennett. You got a chance to see BK live. Rico Bravo and the Outlaw Tyler Veach. So shout out to Above the Law. I don't want to make sure I miss out on my boys as we're going about this. So yeah, I see 4TL, but we really should just drop that line down a little bit more and make it ATL.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. You see this? This is pink, correct?
Yeah.
So,
it looks white, but we get it.
No, it's pink. But you know, this is the black one too. You know, I got colors now. Don't ever think that
you're on Goon time. That's what we're doing. We're on Goon time.
These are all
right?
official, and I got more coming. See, this is the thing. This is what you don't understand is that when you came up, I'm usually a very docile person. Star will definitely tell you that. I'm the one that's in the background. I don't say too much. He's the one that is the star. He's the one that cuts the promos. He's the one that says you ain't taking his hat on IG. But sometimes, and you know what? I ain't even going to be sad to say I'm little bro sometimes. Little big bro Star got to sometimes save little bro from his own actions. But I ain't little bro no more.
No, you still little bro.
I'm official, like a referee with a whistle. This ring right here, do you understand what this ring has done? This ring has put the battery in my back. This ring has put the charger into me where I'm 100%. I'm never dying. I'm not an Apple iPhone where I'm just going to die in 2 minutes. No. This forever.
Oh wait, so you're doing this?
Wait, time out. Sorry, we're not just gonna walk past that. Like we're just not gonna ease past that. Like you just didn't say that. Like an Apple. So what are you trying to say? You're an Android user?
Oh no.
Yes, you're an Android user. Okay, say less.
First of all,
that's cool.
Bro, what we talking about? You know what? I got the new
Okay,
Jones, so don't play with me. I keeps it on me. I'm flex for a reason. This not no moniker, bro. I do this for a living. I can talk about things and still get paid from it and still do necessary things. That's why I got you on here. You are on here because I respect you. But this is my domain.
I appreciate that.
This my domain, and this is his domain too. And you lucky. You so lucky that he is not in his 100% right now because of me. It's unfortunate because of me. Because if he was 100% Star right now, we ain't gonna talk about that. We not gonna talk about that. I respect you.
Let's do this. All right. So word association. If you know this song, let me know. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Oh my God.
Finish it up.
Wherever 4TL laid his hat was the home.
Lucy, I'm home. Remember that. It's my home.
I don't hear no knocking. I don't see no Tony Moss.
Because Tony Mossberg doesn't need to knock. It's what you have a key for. My hat is down. This is where I'm at. This is home. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, and when he died, all he left us was alone. Just in case, Flex, you don't listen to rock and roll, or when I say rock and roll, I mean Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Flex.
So what we going against me too? You don't believe in me? I mean, you dressing like Solo Sikoa right now, so I don't think you trying to be the tribal chief or something. There's only one tribal chief right now, There's only 4TL Chief, and that's me right now. So unless you want to, you need to get back into your old ways. I can't even listen to you right now. This is a fallen star. I don't even know what's going on right now.
Well, you know, this is your fault. How about that? This is your fault. You know why?
Why?
So, peel back the curtain a little bit. You know what? I am going to do this right now. I'll do this on episode 25. Mr. Mossberg, I, within the past 5 weeks, have become a first-time father.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
I can tell from your Instagram page, this is something that you absolutely love being as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with
shout
that
out to my kids. They're amazing.
Hey.
All of them.
So with that being said, I've been understandably so MIA. And in that absence, Flex has been going to work. He's been representing the brand. He's been front row at all these shows because obviously I have life changes that I needed to accommodate to. And I'm happy for him. He's doing interviews. He's interacting with the wrestlers. And then I did see the snippet where you wanted that hat. Now I got to tell you, Flex came back with that energy and he told me all about it. And I was just like, oh, hell no. I don't care who it is. They are not taking that hat. And the battery was in my back. Yeah, I was talking crazy on IG. That's what I do. That's who I am. It is what it is. But see, this ring that he now possesses, which for context, I held on for like a quarter of a year. And now his ego, it's all ego. He doesn't wear shades on the pod. Look at this guy. He could have gracefully just been like, I got the ring, great. But see, you also are so full of yourself. You couldn't even let me know in advance we were going to have a special guest. But it's okay. You know why? Because I am always ready. I'm always on point. You think you're just going to catch me off guard and I'm going to be like, I don't know what to say to Mr. Mossberg. But now you're talking smack. This man quoted a song that if you don't know the whole song, you should look up the entire lyrics. This man referenced an iconic ladder match. And if you are a little unfamiliar, you should watch it. So, no, this is not a question of, do I have your back? The question is, can you back up what you're saying? Because this is 4TL. This is no ATL. So I will simply say that off the jump. But you are putting us in situations we don't need to be in. Give a brother some time to hit the weight room in the event that I need to save you from some unsanctioned match that you will find yourself in.
Hey, it sounds like he cooking over here. You might want to take heed, Flex.
Or you can give me the ring back and we can go back to normal.
So you don't see my eyes, but my eyes are very big right now because the sheer audacity, the unmitigated gall, like Stephen A says. It's flexing A apparently right now because I got to call you out on this. Blasphemy. Blasphemy. Just what is wrong with you? You're telling me to give back this beacon. This is us. This is what we helped build. And when you had it, it was all peaches and cream. It was rainbows and sprinkles. Look, I'm the 4TL champion, and I have my ring. And but when a brother get a little bit of admiration, if a brother just all of a sudden says, you know what, I'm not going to be little bro no more. I'm going to be big bro. I'm going to step up, and I want to do what I got to do.
Mhm.
When dare I say I become main event flex? You
know what? Say no more. I'll say this. Keep the ring because you deserved it and you earned it. But if you get the 4TL hat stolen, I don't want to hear that the ring got stolen with it.
Okay. Tony Mossberg, like I said, I respect the hell out you. Because if I didn't respect the hell out you, I would not have allowed you to grace our presence. Because, like you said, you're a third generation superstar, and I'm never going to poo-poo on that because you know what? Like I said, you are going to be one of them ones. You're already one of them ones.
Speaking of which, #1 contender for the Georgia Heavyweight Champion.
I like that. But
and this is the man you have an issue with.
But Mr. Tony Mossberg, when you had the audacity, the unmitigated gall, I was just sitting in my seat, enjoying myself, talking to the ladies next to me, having a grand old time. They were last call Kelsey fans. Shout out to them. But when you uttered, "Oh, I like that hat, and I want that hat," you know what? Dare I say? And you know what, Star? I do apologize when so close your ears when I say this. But sir, you sound like the booty warrior, and I likes it and I wants it.
Whoa,
that's not how it's supposed to go right now.
Whoa,
you don't get what you want.
So time out. Refresh my memory because things are a little hazy. Like all I remember is that I won that #1 contenders match, but there's like a gap in there somewhere where I don't remember much of anything. I'm not sure what happened, but somewhere in there, like things went blank. So I said I want that hat.
Yeah. You said I like that hat and I want it.
Jesus, that does sound very
massive
security.
But you know what? I didn't even pause you when you said that. I said, cool. You know what? Buy it. Come on the podcast.
First and foremost, if you don't pause me next time, it's gonna be a problem.
Okay, you know what? I got your blessing to pause you next time when you say that. But I did tell you, if you want the hat, pop up on the 4TL Wrestling Podcast. You popped up on it. I like that you're stepping up to the plate. But like I told you before, don't hit no foul ball.
What does it say under my name?
Oh, you're the Big Shot.
Exactly.
Okay. When we cross paths, Mr. Tony Mossberg, I do hope that you remember the words I said, because I will stand on my 10. I will stand on my 10, and I know you're going to stand on your big 10.
Standing.
Star, did I say that you could? This is between me and him right now. You had your say.
It's going to be between you and him until there's that turn of your head to look in my direction. And depending on how competent and in that moment you are, your eyes, because at that moment you're not going to have those shades. Your eyes, they're going to say, help me, which is going to cause me, because it's 4TL first, to jump over that barricade and put myself in front of the moving train to save your ass. Why?
Look in my eyes.
Because
tell me what you see.
Do not take bumps.
No. Look in my eyes and tell me what you see. Since we're saying songs all of a sudden, the cult of flexionality. Tony Mosberg, it's been a pleasure. Anything else? Anybody or anything else you want to shout out before
Yeah,
you gracefully leave?
yeah. Before I gracefully bow out, I know Deep South Wrestling has a whole weekend worth of shows coming up. You're clued in on those, right?
Sure are. Look,
Absolutely.
deep
All
South
right.
slang. That's our. We got peoples over there. We got the connections. So
Okay. Well, I'm always around to support my boy Jacob Johnson. So
oh,
yeah,
another big one.
shout out to the homie Jacob Johnson. Shout out to the Hollywood Hunter James out here killing it right now, just spectacular. Shout out to Rose Gold. She will take that women's title home because it's only right. Rose Gold was one of my training partners. So shout out to Rose Gold. She will be the new Deep South women's champion. Shout out to Najasism. Najasism is amazing. I know I'm going between faces and heels, but Tony Mossberg does know how to show love. And right now, I just want to show love to the 4TL family. Thanks for having me on. And when I see
Absolutely.
you, practice falling.
Hey man, that big shot better not miss.
It's a big shot for a reason, and buck shots really don't miss. So
Okay.
straight Jamaican over here. Buckshot, buckshot, buckshot.
Hey,
I appreciate you.
All right, y'all have a great day, gentlemen.
You too.
peace.
Shout out to Tony Mosberg. I will say that I'm in over my head, but this is the business. I can't just not.
Now
First of
you
all-
say this.
Go ahead.
No, now you say this. Now you acknowledge that you're in over. Oh my god.
Oh, of course I'm in over my head. First of all, I bet. Aren't you the star? Aren't you still the star? I know it's deep somewhere in there. I know you're wearing your black right now, and it's very melancholy right now. But you're still the star. The star, one time ago, last week said, "I can cut a promo. I can cut a person down. It doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter if you tower over me or you bring the entertainment." You said that, correct?
I did.
So why can't Flex? First of all, I see what the star at the table has, and I want that. I want the star's cars, the glitz, the glam, the stardom, the star interviews. Why can't I do that? Why can't I feed my family on that too? It's the star can only be the only one that eats. I can do interviews too. I can cut promos as well. Now, depending on who you ask, they might not be as good as yours, but you know what? A promo is a promo. And if you stand on your 10 on that promo, what else is there really to say? I brought both the hats out. I bought the black, which has not been seen yet. I got the pink, which is right here, which he's seen. I put it into his face. When I see him next, one of these is going to be on. I'm keeping this hat.
I hope so.
I'm keeping this ring.
I really hope so.
I'm. This is. Do you understand that this? I love this. This is our brand. I'm going to defend it to the hell of me.
If he gains ownership of the hat and or ring, oh boy. Because it's three things that's going to happen. One, I'm going to act very crazy on the following episode. Number two, I am going to be pissed at you. And
already
number
pissed at me.
three, I am gonna have to whoop his ass to get it back.
I would say I'm sorry to put you in a predicament, but once again, you are the star. And stars, they shine bright when it's the darkest. That's a double entendre right now.
Oh man, I need to get this ring back because there is no way anybody would be able to get that ring off of me. But you know what? Like I said, you earned it. You deserve it. You won it. Fair and square. No shenanigans, no excuses. But as they always say, winning is one thing. Holding on to it is a tougher battle.
Okay. We will end it on that. But I do want to talk about WrestleMania. And since I am the holder of the icon ring, everybody see it right there, icon ring, yeah. I'm going to allow the former ring wearer to give his 4 cents, not 2 cents, 4 cents of what he thought about WrestleMania 42.
All right. So you know what? Because I don't know how long I actually want to be in this episode with you today, I'm going to go with my heavy hitters. WrestleMania, once again, should have been better than it was. What I will say is that I did not enjoy night one, with the exception of Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, and I loved night two for the most part. If night one's energy or vibe matched night two's, we'd be saying this is probably the best of the 2-day manias. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. To me, is a top 5 WrestleMania match.
Really?
Now, disclaimer, I have not watched it back. But there's certain things in real time that you feel, that you express, and you don't forget it. This is the equivalent of when we, as we've mentioned many times on this podcast, witnessed Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky at Evolution 2. Yes, the same very match that Naomi cashed in and became champ. I acknowledged that that was the best women's match I've ever seen. Not just match of the year, not just best Rhea match, best Io match, because even that could be debatable with their match with Bianca. But there was just a feeling during that main event where I was saying, if this match ended here, I'd be content. And there was more. And it wasn't more in the sense of, all right, now y'all dragging it. There's still suspense. Just when you thought you knew when it was going to end and how it was going to end, As I reflect back, I just think about what made me happy. Because there's too many things to piss off the star. So I think of the main event. I think of Obafemi having his moment, which led to an unexpected moment of Brock Lesnar seemingly hanging it up.
Good.
I wanted to share something with you. Let me pull this up. Brock Lesnar,
Why are
known
we
as
still talking about Brock Lesnar?
a special attraction. It's just interesting. You know, we talk about, oh, he should never be champion because he's never here. Year 2000, he wrestled 5 matches. 2001, he wrestled 51 matches. 2002, he wrestled 141 matches. 2003, 137 matches. Between 2004 and 2026, he did not have a year where he wrestled more than 18 matches. Because a lot of people seem to be conflicted with how to put him in their all-time greats list, because clearly he's physically imposing. Clearly he could beat anybody he wants. But similar to how you don't get certain awards in the NBA if you don't play a certain amount of games,
Mm-hmm.
I really wonder, like, objectively speaking, does his lack of matches annually just disqualify him from, you know, a top 10 all-time, top 20, top 50, top 100, despite his aura, despite his, obviously, his combat background? You don't have to answer. This is really just for the pod. This is for the viewers, the listeners. If you've never really thought of it, because he's not on people's Mount Rushmore. But whenever it's like, oh, you know, there's who's the one person you never want to face one-on-one in the ring or in the UFC cage, he's the one. When they did the what was it, 99 versus one gorilla, they're like, oh, but is Brock one of the 99? So it's just food for thought. I just wondering, because of his shortened resume, aside from those couple years, if his career is over, in ring wise, where is he on y'all list? I know he ain't Mount Rushmore, despite the accolades, but I wonder. You could look bored all you want. I don't care. This is our pod. So I'll leave that little nugget there. I will also give a shout out to Trick Williams for becoming United States champion. And I love how the IWC have nothing negative to say about Jade Cargill. Because her match with Rhea, that does not look like someone who needs practice. That does not look like someone who needs to go to NXT for a little bit. Oh, 100 days, no title defenses. How's she supposed to get better? Well, it seems like she's been working behind the scenes. Yeah, all of my compliments are really coming from night 2. What a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. What a match. So many memorable spots. The same way that I had told you last week that, man, it almost feels like no matter who wins, it'd be cool because the match is going to deliver. The match delivered. Oh, that was such a great match. Oh, man. I'm going to focus on the positives. I don't know where you're going to go. I'm pretty sure you're going to have negatives because there are a lot, including night 2, and including comments from people who represent the 3 most dangerous letters in all of sports entertainment. But I don't know if I want to unleash today. So I guess you don't need an introduction. Maybe I should just stop talking and you just know what to do.
Yeah, because I'll make mine very simple. You know, it's the 2 main matches that were, in my opinion, the best matches for Flex Henry was the Roman Reigns and CM Punk match. I agree with you. I think that is not just a top 5. I think that's top 3. But the match before, and you alluded to Jade Cargill, and I'm glad you said that, about people saying that she should go to NXT or that she needs more work. And I want to thank you for being a reform star in that way, because Young Star was one of those people. Young Star said, I just don't see it. And this was, and to your credit, this was after facing your GOAT, Asuka. Don't think she's ready. I don't know. Not good. It's crazy that the feud that they had in terms of in-ring psychology, not in-ring psychology, I'm sorry, more so promos, not good.
Yeah, no chemistry.
But their in-ring chemistry superseded. That might actually, dare I say, that
Say
might
it.
they might be wrestling. That might be a marriage in wrestling heaven for them. They might have found each other wrestling soulmates. I don't know why Rhea's just good with facing large black women. She's good against when she faced against Bianca. Good against Jade. She's good at that. But I want to really quick say, Jade, thank you for showing everybody what we already know, that you are one of them ones. And then one of one's kind of a theme today. One of them ones, big, black, domineering people. Give them their flowers. Oh, they can't. You saying that they can't do a one-wing angel, or they can't do a, dare I say, a big boot that looks good, a lariat,
reversals that are seamless,
reversal into a crossface that she learned from. I'm sorry, some of y'all goats. You know your goat was one of them people that helped her out, right? Brian Danielson, yeah. And then she took another goat, somebody else's goat, one of my goats, I'll say, Kenny Omega, one with Angel, and he gave her flowers. Girl, you can use it because it looked good, because you made it look good too. But the unsung hero, and I'm ending with this, the unsung hero of this match was Io Sky. Do you want to know why, Star?
Why, Flex?
Because Io Sky, when she came out, I was like, do you want to know why, Star?
Why, Flex?
Star, the reason why is because Io Sky is, you know what, Io? You can share this with me. It's so, dare I say, poetic that the very person that you love, first of all, remember I told you about changing shirts. You were supposed to wear a 4TL shirt when we went to Atlanta. You wore an Io Sky shirt. The very thing that you love probably 5th on the list of women. Obviously, wife, mom, baby, not in that order. Top 3. But she's one of the women in wrestling that you love her as a wrestler. I know it. You don't have to say yes or no. I know it. She's the reason why you don't have this. She's the reason. And when I said, oh my gosh, Io, you're the reason why Star doesn't have the ring anymore. You were the nail in the coffin. I said, oh, he's doomed for on Thursday, because I got to bring this up. Io Sky, you're my GOAT. Thank you. Save us. .IY0. Io Sky. That's it. So, want to talk about some wrestling fans? doing obnoxious things, getting out of character. You want to talk about that?
It's pretty much been demonstrated since I got on this
Of course
episode.
not. You know what was going to happen. So, and I will take my glass off for this because this is actually a serious topic. So, Cora Jade, formerly known as Ilana Black, formerly known as Cora Jade. She was at WrestleCon, and unfortunately, a gentleman. She said that a gentleman grabbed her on her rear, and she chased after him. And she said, "You like grabbing on wrestlers?" Probably called them the P word. Called them everything besides a child of God. There's been a lot of talk about these wrestlers being harassed. You got the CM Punk situation with AJ Lee, and AJ Lee's hugging Bailey, and then all of a sudden this guy's in their face and all that stuff. And CM Punk defending his wife like any husband would. I think you and I might be, or should be. I'm not gonna say should, because I love difference of opinions. Because there is actually a person that has a difference of opinion that who we are actually close to, who says that they're wrestlers, they're superstars. Sometimes you're going to have an invasion of privacy. I'll keep mine short and sweet. You weirdos that be in wrestlers' faces and don't respect their time, don't respect their space, don't respect the things that they put into this business to where they deserve a sense of anonymity, being left alone. You weirdos is the reason why Rob Parker can say the things that he can say, or these other jokers that can say, "Oh well, if you're a wrestling fan and you're old enough, you're a joke." You're the reason why. Because good-hearted men like me and Star and I, we do it the right way. We do it for the love. We don't see a wrestler and be like, "Oh, look." No. Kindly approach them. Say, "Hey, do you have time?" "No, I don't have time." "Okay, walk the hell away." "Yes, I have time." Great. Give them their flowers. Appreciate the interaction you had with them. Forget the camera, forget the video, all that stuff. That should be last. You can't take those when you go. You can take the memories, though. That's all I'll say.
This is definitely not something that we're going to have opposing views on. If so, then you have every right to permanently kick me off this podcast. This is how you can tell people need Jesus. And I know people say that for a lot of different things. People need Jesus, bro. For two reasons. One, that just ain't cool. There's never a right time, a good time, an appropriate time to do that. Keep your hands to yourself. It doesn't matter that she's beautiful. It doesn't matter that she has an OnlyFans. It doesn't matter that you are within proximity. Don't do it. Don't do it. The other reason y'all need Jesus is because when you take a step back, these are human beings, just like you and I. Yes, they're famous. They do something that is in public. They're a public figure. I get it. But sometimes you need to acknowledge that when you get so crazy in your fantasizing that you can't control yourself, you have put that person on a pedestal. That person breathes, bleeds, eats, sleeps, does everything just like you. They just have a profession that makes them popular. So if you wouldn't do it, and I don't know the sicko, but if you wouldn't do it to that woman who you see in the supermarket, why are you doing it to Elena Black? I don't even care if she was not a professional wrestler, if she was in adult entertainment. That's not permission. Say what you say how you feel about the profession or whatever. it's not an open door. It's the same reason you shouldn't touch a stripper. You shouldn't touch a teacher. You should keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. It's just that simple, regardless of gender. If you don't get consent, don't do it. That's
So, real quick, I'm glad you said if you don't get consent, don't do it. Because I wanted to include this in a different segment, but this is actually a good time. You know who's somebody that just couldn't keep his hands to himself, but people want him back?
Oh, okay.
He
That's not where I thought you were going with that.
the person that
He mocks God. He mocks God.
yeah. We're talking about VKM. Why do people want him back? I don't know. I don't think we should even put too much time into this. I just wanted to say that, like, just because you didn't like certain things about WrestleMania doesn't mean that you need to call back a person that has a ongoing sexual harassment, sexual assault, allegation, charge. Yeah, no, not cool. That's, you know what? That's probably why these sickos think that they can do that, because he's their idol. They grew up with it.
Usually we're on the same page. I agree with the Vince. I don't want that to be taken the wrong way.
Yeah.
Who I thought you were going to bring up is, are you hungry? When you said keep your hands to yourself, because I thought you were going more personal than.
Oh no, not that Joker. That look, that's it. Man, look, I ain't got nothing to say about that guy.
Yeah.
Let's say this: fortune be to those who don't do that.
Very well. Well said. Yeah.
So, unfortunately, y'all, the star has star things that he has to take care of, because he still is the star, even though he does not have this. And, you know, I know I keep doing this but it's, you know what? Why wouldn't I? I'm not going to get too many more chances to do this. So why can't I just flex? It's in my name. It's been my name for the last 10 months. Why not?
Hold on. I do have to depart because the star has a whole bunch of things on. Even at this time, the star is busy. The star is busy.
Of course.
But of course, he will always make time for 4TL because that's how he got his name.
Yeah.
Flex, I did not want to focus on the negatives. This easily could have been a 3-hour episode, especially if we dissected WrestleMania, you know, talking about how certain people in the Intercontinental Championship ladder match just did not get the entrances shown on television. But
and Raw. We didn't even talk about Raw yet either.
Can't do that because Raw was actually pretty good. Can't lie. Okay. I don't know when this took place. And I don't want to be an apologist, especially since I don't have all the information. Triple H, Hunter, Paul,
The game.
I'm not gonna go. There's just too many.
authors.
He has more aliases than WrestleMania wins. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry because I read and heard who has creative control.
Yeah.
The best thing that they did was remove the post-PLE conferences, because the least that they could have done was prevent and avoid you from dealing with, and let's just call it what it is, just breaking kayfabe questions, and based on the outcomes, you have to answer to why did we go in this direction? And when we say we, it's really they telling you, no, I really think you should do this. Now, had that statement come out before WrestleMania, one of two things would have happened. I would have won my predictions, or we would have gotten the 14 out of 14 or 13 out of 13. Because it makes sense. With my apology, because I also don't want to address the CEO of the Three Most Dangerous Letters in all of sports entertainment, because this guy does not get it at all.
He's a weird Mark. He's like one of those Marks that
I can't even call him a Mark.
But his name is Mark.
He's dumbass.
Agreed.
So, Nicholas Khan specifically. I know I'm speaking to people outside of my pay grade, but you had said, and I'll just one line it, you don't really care about fan complaints unless it impacts the 3 R's: revenue, ratings, relevancy. If it does not impact those 3 things, you're not even paying attention to it. It's just noise. Now, from a business sense, if it's not impacting those 3 R's, then your business is still flourishing, correct? But if your business is flourishing and those 3 R's are not being impacted, listening to fan complaints, wouldn't you think that that can help you enhance an already profitable business? See, no one is telling you to change your business operations. Like, for example, no one is telling you, well, WWE should have 3 shows a week, or they should only have 1 super show a week. That impacts ratings and revenue. But we're talking about fan experience. Hey, I'm at the stadium. I can't see the match. Yeah, the design is beautiful, but why did I pay to be here if I can watch better on television? Amongst other complaints. See, the thing is, you want complaints. You don't want lawsuits. Lawsuits affect those 3 R's. Complaints, taken professionally, could be like, all right, you know what? Let me get off my high horse a little bit. This is some of the things that fans are saying. Is this worth our time? Should we address it? Can we address it? Is it a continuous problem, or is it it was just for this one show? Because that's called customer service. And if you think that you're going to continue to increase the prices, then you have to think about the ones paying for it. So that is such an out of touch statement to make. And as we said throughout 2025, whether it was, the ESPN situation, whether it was just price hikes, that seems like we talk about it all the time, whether we talk about the quality, the 4 or 5 matches where maybe 2 of them are good, and you're like, I didn't get my money's worth. We have to be as bold, because if Nick Khan can make a statement like that and is not afraid of people like us hearing it, he's not scared. That means that we have to impact the 3 R's for them to be like, oh no, guys, I'm sorry. What do you want? How can we fix this? So if they're bold enough to make those statements in public, then the fans need to be bold enough with how they choose to spend their money.
Thank you for singing that, Star. And with that, mic drop. We now conclude episode 25
with a time limit of 1 hour, 10 minutes, and some odd seconds. But last but not least, if you love the ride that the 4-Tail Bosses have put you on, please subscribe. Please like. Please do the things to get interactions up.
Follow on Instagram.
4TL
Comment. Let's engage in wrestling banter. Like, I don't know, like grown men and women.
Because like I said, we love it. We love to talk about it. We love to do multiple things, whether it's interviews, whether it's written interviews, it's just cutting up with wrestlers here and there. But if you are not down with that, for whatever reason, we got 2 words for you. Suck it.